There are a few things that I never go without when I come to Europe. The main thing is when I get to Europe, I don't buy these, well, you can buy them over in the United States, but they're not as good as they are here. This tiny little package of tissue. I got this at the hotel, but as soon as you get into the airport, they sell them. And their tissues are a lot thicker than ours. They're almost like napkins. And these are great because sometimes the bathrooms don't have toilet paper, and these little packages hold a lot of these papers. So I never go anywhere that I don't have these in my purse or my pocket. And as soon as I get to the airport, or I buy a small thing before I leave the United States, which is what I did here, of the hand sanitizer. Because the bathrooms are kind of, sometimes they're great, but sometimes they're not so great. But with these two things, they're great. All right, so those two are my must, number two things to put, to make sure you have. The other thing is, I live in South Florida, and so there's a lot of moisture. But when you come abroad, it's a lot drier or cooler, and I find that my lips are just as dry can be. The best thing is to drink as much water as you can, but the other thing is to have some kind of lip balm. And then the other thing that we bring, because sometimes it's so dry that even the lip balm doesn't help, we put an antibiotic. We always bring a little tube of antibiotic, and then just put it on if we're in case we're blowing our nose, if it gets a little bit red or your lips are too dry, just a little antibiotic ointment, and it's perfect. The other thing I bring is a small tube of eye salve. The other thing I bring is a small tube of eye salve. I came to Europe one time, and because of I didn't get enough sleep or whatever, I had my eyes, or it could have even been dryness, I'm not really sure, but my eyes got so red and so irritated. So I wanted to get something a little stronger than just the eye drops, and I wanted eye salve, a medication, like a medicated eye salve. And there was nowhere to get it. So I did do the water, but it didn't help because it wasn't strong enough. So now I always carry a small tube of eye salve with me. And those are kind of the must things. Now, I bring, what if you use some kind of ibuprofen, I bring that. I bring all our medications, obviously. I bring flu medicine, like if I'm going to catch an upper respiratory or whatever, just so I don't have to be bothered with trying to figure out what they have here and what they don't have here. So I do bring those things. But the things that I have shown you, I can't live without going abroad. So those are my must too. Tissue bought in Europe, hand sanitizer by either place, lip balm, ointment, antibiotic ointment, eye salve. Those are musts. Those are my musts.